Hi. Welcome back. Thank you for coming again. Just kind of want to revisit our situation or how things are going. Kind of go ahead and describe how the situation is going at this point.
Well, like I said before, I'm just really not happy with what my children have decided for me. I did not want to come to this nursing home. I feel fully capable of taking care of myself. I don't give a damn what the medical team, assessed of me or whatever. Um, I just, I'm upset. I don't want to be here. I really don't. Like, I want to go home. I have a home. I've had a home where I've lived for the past several decades of my life. That's where I want to be. That's where I belong.
You seem irate because nobody's listening to you.
That's exactly right. They didn't listen to me before either. Like, and nothing's changed in the past 3 months. They don't listen to me now. They don't listen to me then. They plot me down here in this nursing home so they could forget about me and not have to worry about me. It's just, I really don't want to be here. This is hell for me.
It worries you to be in this type of environment. It seems like.
Well, it's just not so much worry. It's just that, um, like, it's just being here upsets me. This is the same place where my husband died. Like, he lived out his last days here. I don't have good memories associated with this place. I have a home that I can be be living in right now. I don't need to be dogged over to be taken care of. I can take care of myself. You have one little accident, all of a sudden the whole world freaks out, and they think that you need to be pampered and put in a bed and strapped down until you die. I don't want that kind of life for me. I want to go out and live whatever remaining days I have the way I want to live them.
It seems like nobody's listening to you, and this is causing you a lot of anxiety.
I could agree with that. Being that I'm walking down the same hallways every day. It feels like the clock's ticking. Being that I'm here with all these people around the same age, but they seem to be in worse condition than I am. Like, every week somebody new dies. Like, you can't even make friends here because as soon as you make a friend, what's the likelihood that they're gonna pass away pretty quickly? So I don't know. I'm nervous about being around here. I'm lonely because my kids never visit me. I just
You're feeling isolated because most of your family is not even paying attention to what your desires are.
exactly. It's just I'm here all by myself. Like, the only people that will I feel comfortable making friends with are like the staff, and that's not a friendship. That's they have to be there. They don't want to talk to me. They don't. They have to do it. I really wish my family would come rescue me, so to speak. Like, I really it's been like 3 4 months since I came in here. I'm fine. There hasn't been another accident. I'm fully capable of taking care of myself. I don't need to be here. I didn't need to be here then. I really don't need to be here now.
So it seems that you don't want to be here. We've covered that, and it also seems that the what you have in control or what you're able to do is very limited. So tell me a little bit more about what it would look like to you to make this more of a good environment for you.
Well, if I don't have the option of going home, and I guess if I had to make do with this nursing home, it would be nice if I at least had some family members come visit me every once in a while. They've practically just shuttered me up in here and forgotten all about me. Um, it doesn't feel like home. Maybe if I could bring home or bring in some, I don't know, just bring in like some souvenirs, some mementos from my own home to make this a more personal environment. Because right now it just feels like a jail cell to me.
You're feeling lonely because nobody's visiting you.
Exactly. Uh, like, even before, when I used to live in the home, I don't know. Like, my grandson would at least visit me occasionally. He hasn't stopped in at all since I've been in here. I don't know. I don't know if he just did that as an obligation, or if his parents aren't allowing them to come see me, or he doesn't feel comfortable being in a nursing home, being that This place is, one step before the graveyard.
You miss your family.
I really do. I don't have a whole lot of time left, and what I do have, I'd rather spend it, doing something instead of just, waiting around here to die. And it just feels like they have already, thought of me as dead.
You're fearful because you don't know what's expected, what's on the other side.
Well, I'm a good Christian. Like I'm pretty sure I know exactly what's coming to me. I think God's waiting for me, and when it's time, I'll have no problem making that transfer over. But for right now, I think that He would want me celebrating my life in any way possible, and I think for me that means spending time with my family or spending time in my home.
So what would it look like for you? How would you feel, or what would it look like if this situation doesn't change, if your family doesn't come and visit you anymore?
Honestly, I would probably just keep going further and further into some kind of depression, and then just eventually die, and no one would care.
So I'm hearing that at this point you feel like your destiny is going to be death and loneliness. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. It's just, at least when I was in my home, I was lively. I felt like I was more in control. I could do what I wanted. I could live my life. But here I'm literally like just withering away, like a tree in the fall. I'm just slowly decaying into nothingness, and no one's here. The only people here are the staff, and their basic job is to just wrap me up in a body bag when the time comes. And I want that personal connection with my family, or at the very least, that personal connection with the memories I had with my home. But instead, due to the fact that I got injured like 3 or 4 months ago, they wrapped me up here, and I'm just stuck in basically this coffin of a room.
So I hear that you're very lonely and you're withering away. So what would it take, or what would have to happen in order for you to feel more lively and maybe feel better about your environment?
I guess like I could be more outward about establishing that connection with not only the other residents but with my family too. Like I don't call them a lot. I know maybe I just expected them to show up for me, but I could make that effort to try to get a hold of them and try to schedule something with them. I'll lose friends or whatever, but it would still be, I should still make an effort to go out and make them while I'm here. You never know what kind of
So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not at all and 10 being very, very likely, how probable is it that you could potentially make connections with other people around you?
Oh, I'd put that high. I'm like maybe a 7 or even an 8. Like I consider myself a likable person, and like I do like meeting new people. I just don't want it to be extremely temporary, but that's not something I can control. So maybe I should just go out there, put myself out there, and just do what I can with what I have. Just make the best of a bad situation, so to speak. But I don't know. When it comes to confidence, I'm pretty confident that I can go out and make friends. And I might not be able to get my family here, but at the very least, I can make friends with the other people around me, the other residents at the nursing home.
It seems like even though you do miss your family, you have a lot of potential and a lot of techniques to try and make yourself feel better about the transition.
I think that, saying them out loud is like, yeah, I do have these options. I don't think I've taken advantage of them. I think I've just been kind of wallowing these past few months, but I do think that, yeah, there's things I can do to improve my situation. They might not be, the exact things I want to do, but at least I have something I can do, to feel better.
So, just to recap, it sounds like we've figured out that maybe we can take some things from your home and bring them to your current location. Also seems like that you've made a clear connection with about making friends or making new friends around in the facility to try and help you not feel so lonely. Also, we've also established that there's many more possibilities that you can, or actions that you can take in the facility to try and not so much focus on the death and withering away. Is that correct? Okay. So it sounds like that's what I would like you to concentrate on, or that's what I would like you to try and spearhead as we go through for our next opportunity to sit down and talk. I want to thank you for coming and talking with me, and I hope to see you again.
Thank
you. Good? Thanks. Was that one? How long was it though? It was like